Welcome all. Today's meeting is, who knows the topic of today's meeting? Does anybody know the topic of today's meeting? Please, I want this to be as interactive as possible. You can use the chat. I want it to be interactive. If anybody knows the topic of today's meeting, type 1. If you don't know, type 2.
I think the topic is city building wealth creation code and wealth code.
Thank you so much, sir. The reason why I'm asking is I just want to know if we are communicating, if our what we are saying, if it's been heard. So thank you very much. City buildings wealth code. I want to just say a little bit about that word code. You know, special things have codes.
Yes.
You know, computer language is code. You know, communication to at the end of the day is code. And everything that is in a code can be encoded or decoded. So today's meeting is about decoding the code for wealth within the city building structure. Basically, today we'll be talking about our products and how we stand to benefit from the relationship with us. Oh, sorry, I didn't know my camera was on. Sorry.
Welcome, everybody. Good to have you. These are beautiful faces behind the camera. For those who have not seen us, we are simply called Tokotaya. And you know what we do? We help move businesses from good to great. Yeah. So thank you everybody that has joined us this far, people that have been coming. But I guess we have totally new faces here because I've not actually come across.
Joining for the first time.
For the first time. And thank you so much for joining. Please, let us put this in mind. We have our meetings every 2 weeks. And this is to help us sell. We actually teach and we show you actually how to close sales. So, but we actually were thinking that most people don't actually know what we sell. And it's a dangerous place not to know what the products you want to sell. So the more you know a product, the benefit of the product, and how it can even benefit you, the more you'll be able to use the product. So for you to sell city buildings property very well, you must actually know what properties we sell. What does city building have in stock for realtors? What this land that we are saying, what does it mean? What title do they have? What are the promises for realtors? Because the more you understand these things, the more you can know that, okay, this company is actually a relatable company. So today, for us to serve you better, so that you can serve your clients a lot better, we'll be discussing about our products. We'll be introducing city building and our properties to you and what you actually stand to gain as a realtor.
All right. We had an inspection, I think about 2 weeks ago now, and some lovely people were on site with us to see what we have. As at today, City Buildings is promoting 2 properties. One in Ekpe, the other one is a beachfront property close to the very, very, very popular free trade zone, Dangote refinery, and the amazing opportunity of the coastal road that is still in the embryo as of today. I don't want to say so much about it. I want us to start. So I'd like to bring on our chairman, Mr. Benga, for us to have a little chit chat about the properties we have. All right, sir, Mr. Benga.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me also, I would say.
All right,
sir. Good evening to everyone that is on the call. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. So Taya wants to say a bit about City Buildings first.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, City Building is a company that is interested in the well-being of people. We're interested in helping people build wealth through real estate. And let me tell you something, this is the only company that is interested in our realtors having their own building. So we are a company that do not just sell land, we actually sell wealth. We are not just saying our realtors should sell land, we're actually interested in the well-being of our realtors. So basically what we do is that we help people grow, make, retain, and grow their wealth. So that's what Citibuilding is all about.
Citibuildings in a nutshell as it relates to us in this community. Like I said earlier, at the moment, we have 2 properties that we are promoting in 2 locations, one in Ekpe, the other one in Eleko Beach. But I want Mr. Gbenga to tell us a bit about the Ekpe location first, so that we can all know it better. Then if you have any questions, please, I would like us to type that in the chat as we are going along. The chat, if you tap the screen, you will see chats at the base of the screen. You can tap on that and then write whatever it is you want to communicate with us before we can actually have a verbal conversation about it. So Mr. Gbenga, please. Our chairman.
Thank you, Tokotaya. Thank you once again.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, so the property at Ekpe, it's going to be a lifestyle estate. It's going to be a lifestyle estate because at Citibuildings, we do our things quite uniquely, which now informs the positioning. Okay, which now informs the positioning of this estate. So City Gardens is on the road going towards Ikorodu. It's on the road going towards Ikorodu. That's Ekpe Ikorodu Express Road. It's practically 1 minute drive from the express road, okay? And it is about 3 minutes drive from a property in Ekpe selling for over 15 million naira, okay? And then City Gardens is approximately about 15 minutes drive also from the proposed international airport that's coming up at Ibejuleki. So it's about 15 minutes drive from the proposed international airport, and 12 minutes from Alaro City. It's 12 minutes drive from Alaro City and 15 minutes drive from the proposed international airport. It's not in the bush. It's not in the bush. It's surrounded by some neighboring developments. Okay, there are some other major estates round about it. It's totally dry land. It's totally dry land. It's totally dry land, and it's going to be habitable in less than let's say, give and take about 24 months thereabout.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so you mentioned Alaro City. Does anybody in the house know how much a plot of land is selling for at Alaro City?
Last time because I am laughing because when I really came, my very first contact into real estate.
Okay.
My cousin is speaking now though.
Yeah.
Was Adro Homes.
Okay.
That was I worked for them for like some months before I left.
Okay.
So they used that particular Alaro City to market a lot of their products in that axis.
Okay.
And they were selling products those products for massive money. Like seriously speaking, like they have a property in that axis that they are selling for about 12 million naira.
Okay.
Per plot. And I'm like, when I went there, I'm like, I took a client there. That was late last year, and the person was 12 million naira in this place. What am I buying?
Please, how much is Alaro City going for?
I think it's way more than that. I can't really pinpoint.
At present,
homes.
Alaro City at present is 55 million naira per plot.
55.
55 million.
Yes.
5 million.
No wonder Adro Homes is selling there for almost 20 million now. That's okay.
And the reason why I'm giving us some of this background is so that it will help us to appreciate better the prices of our products.
And it helps you to give you confidence. So it's like basically, you know, it's like instant ROI. Let me put it that way, instant. Like there's no, how do they call this thing? Investment that is as good as this. Let me put it that way. Like you buy something at this price, and that same day, if you choose to sell it, you'll be selling it like close to ×2. Is that the things that and we are doing this so that is to encourage our realtors to push.
Okay, that's true.
All right, back to our chairman. Thank you very much, Mr. Matheson, for engaging. I appreciate that seriously. So, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Okay, yes. So, and then we are currently selling two size types, 2+ size types. We are selling the 600 square meters. The actual value is actually 3 million naira, but for the festive season and the Black Friday season, we'll slash that down to 2 million naira. It's not going to stay long for that price for long. So yeah, so it's not going to stay at that price for long. So 2 million naira currently for the 600 square meters and 1 million naira currently for the 300 square meters.
Awesome. So that's the land. We've described the land, we've described the location, and we've also described the price. But sir, let's go into what will interest us realtors.
Can I ask a question, please? Mr. Taya, can I ask a question?
Please do.
Mr. Benga, sorry, I'm directing a question to you.
No problem. Okay.
One thing that we normally have, that we normally face in the field when we're marketing product is, I'm gonna bring this instance, just comparison, just to push in this argument or this statement. You see, for a company like Andrew Homes, I worked with them before. You see, they do this thing that they use in catching a lot of clients is they buy a plot of land, they start selling, but they are building like a gatehouse, a fenced place. That alone, when you bring client to the place, they are saying a structure.
Don't worry, we can reassure you that we have all that in the pipeline. All that is in the pipeline.
No, by the time we do all of those things, our prices are going to go.
Yeah, we know that alone.
So now let me tell you the part of the concept behind this. Our chairman is so interested in helping people climb up. So because of that reason, is trying to make sure that it's getting properties that can give maximum ROI and still make them crazy affordable.
Okay.
You understand? So that is going to happen at this price for a while. Then naturally the market will catch up and it will respond to the market, and all of those things you want to see will come into it. The gatehouse, the fence,
because
network, street lighting, drainage, all of those things.
Why we're saying that is, there's a question normally asked. I know he said it just now that it should be habitable in next 24 months. Yeah. That's like a question I want to ask, because a lot of people want to know, if I buy, I want to build, when can I come and get a location? Where can I build? Where can I stay in it? So all these questions do come.
Let me tell you, the funny thing about that, about the Ekwe land we are talking about, people are already living around that land as we speak. It is not in the forest. People were there now. Madam Sarah, please, how is the place, ma'am?
Hello, sir.
Welcome, ma'am. I said, how is the Ekwe land, ma'am?
You know, you went for inspection.
You went for inspection. Tell us about it, ma'am.
The land is dry land. It's okay. It's not far from the express. I want to ask, for how long are you going to keep it for 2 million? For how long?
Just this year.
Okay, that is till the ending of December.
I'm not even trying to wait till end of. Okay.
I would not. That's a very, very good question. Now, it's not going to be to the end of December, no. Okay. Because, but we will still give people. We will not want to shock people before Christmas, but as soon as Christmas is over, that price is over. So let's just say a few days after Christmas.
There is somebody that promised that before ending of December, the person
Okay.
said he's going to get it. So I wish the price will remain like that till
So,
ending of December.
Mrs. Sarah, see, just hurry up
Yes.
hurry up your client
Eh?
and
We
play.
cannot even guarantee that the property will still be selling by debt. So what you can encourage the person to do is to make a form of commitment, and it secures
Exactly.
their own plot or whatever number of
Exactly.
plots they want to buy. Let them just
Then they
make a
ask
form
for
of,
things, how authentic, okay, how authentic is the place, the gazette, the whatever, see or for things like that. Somebody was asking me that they wants to see the picture of the gazette.
Okay.
No, they can't do that now, can they?
And you know
So-
me, I'm new in the business.
yes.
Okay,
So
sir, I think this is what we will do. For those details, yes, ma, I think I want you to link up with Yvonne. Just help me drop your
With
number in the
who?
chat. Help me drop your number in the chat. I'll
Okay.
connect you to the person that will handle all of this so that you will take the stress completely off you and help you make it work out smooth, ma.
If
So just help
you
me
want to
type
see,
your number in the chat
I've
now and your
actually been
name.
in contact. I've been in contact with Mrs. Sarah,
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
and I
ma'am.
have sent her the Gazette number. She's talking about the Gazette number for the Ibejuleki land, which I've sent to her.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
all right.
okay.
So to move forward on the Ekeland, so aside the pricing, aside the location and the plot size and the terrain, Citibuildings is going ahead. Okay, we are going ahead of the industry to ensure that our partner realtors, they don't just go away with their 17% commission. We
Sir,
are
hold on,
interested.
sir. Hold on, sir. I'm not sure we said that clearly. We had not said anything about commission before now, did we?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes. So
Please, did you hear
Citibuildings-
that? How much is the commission? What percentage?
Yes. So Citibuildings is giving out an amazing 17% commission. So that means that on a sale of, let's say a cumulative sale of 10 million naira, which is just 5 plus of Citibuildings, a partner realtor will be walking away with 1.7 million naira.
Wow, that's okay. That's encouraging.
Yes, that's
Very
number one.
encouraging.
Number two is that we try and make sure that our product is easy for our realtor partners to push out. So that when you're talking to your clients, your prospects about our land product, there is something in it. They're not just building their wealth portfolio in terms of acquiring land. We are also ensuring that their health is taken care of, either to them personally or to a family member. So, because for every plot of land that your client buys, they will also be entitled to 4 million naira worth of medical health cover, which I'm sure Tokotaya will be giving us more elaborate light on that. So they'll be going away with 4 million naira health cover. That's number one. Number two, for our partner realtors, they're not just going to also go away with their own 17%, excuse me. They're not just going to go away with their own 17% commission. They are also, for every 6 plots of land that they sell, they would also be going away with an extra free plot of land. So they are building their wealth, and they are, in terms of their commission, and they are also part owners of the estate.
Please,
Because-
let's slow it down, sir, so that they can hear it. Let's speak it one after the other. We've spoken about the 17% commission on every property sold. Every plot sold, you get 17% commission. Next to
Yes.
that, we have also spoken about the fact that for buying a property, I said that our chairman is very, very, very focused on taking care of the people. For buying a 2 million naira land, you get health care cover that is worth 4 million naira.
Oops. That's
We-
awesome.
When we saw what was in that package, you know what I said to my wife? I think it's time to get pregnant of twins. Because it won't be my business to pay the hospital bills. It won't. The health covers, the health cover will take care of pregnancy, will take care of whatever test. You know, is it not nice that as realtors, you can walk in for your normal yearly checkup for free? And what is more, it's transferable. If you have somebody that you think, okay, this person needs this health cover more than me, you can give the person that health cover. Now, that is as it has to do with realtors. Now, I'll be sorry, that has to do with people that buy the property, and it also applies to realtors too.
So this is it. That's why every realtor should actually think of getting a plot. That's it. But to now sweeten the deal, as a realtor, you are also entitled to the health cover once you okay.
Yeah, 6 plots.
6 plots. No,
6 plots.
Extra plot of land.
After selling 6 plots, as a realtor, you get a plot of land for free. Now, look at that. Just think about that. You have your commission. And for selling land here, once you can do 6 plots, 1 acre, you also automatically become a landlord.
Okay.
Now, there's something great in that. Owning land is a lot more than getting money. Because this land we're talking about today at 2 million, I cannot guarantee you that it will not be selling for 4 million within the next 180 days. Because like he said, once we begin to do the road network, we put in the gatehouse, the fence, the value of that property is just going to go off the roof. So
the value is actually 3 million now. We are just doing a promo price discount now. It's actually 3 million.
Did you all get that? The price is 3 million, but there's this few days of promo going on that you can still get your people to get in on this amazing property for just 2 million bucks.
That's actually wonderful. Really,
and for
really
getting in on this 2 million naira investment, they get health cover that is as much as 4 million.
Oops.
4 million. Now, the title of this class is City Building Wealth Code. I'm sure that you are seeing the wealth. We are decoding the wealth that is within working with this organization to us. Please, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Is this making sense? Are you loving this? Who is
excited? Who is excited? Do you love what you're hearing? If you love what you're hearing,
drop some
emojis. We are excited though. You're just listening and just trying to
people like this, like
okay. I'm coming. Let me share the link to someone else to also join. Some other people want to join. I'm coming. Give me some minutes.
If you love what you're hearing, let's see some excitement in the chat room. Let's see some emojis.
Mr. SN, Mr. Ernest, Mr. Adebayo, Mr. Adebayo.
Let's see some emojis. Let's feel some excitement.
Celebrate. I love your name. Yeah, I see the thumbs up. Please, it's important that this is a conversation that is ongoing between us.
I think we should repeat it again because I want to be sure that everybody heard. I want to be sure.
For every plot of land sold, you get 17%. So for every 10 million naira sales, you make for yourself 1.7 million naira.
That's good. Then what's I'm really interested in, like, what's Grace, because he's the one where I'll get my own plot of land on these people.
To get your own plot of land, you just need to sell 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sell 6 plots and you get a plot of land.
Is it for every 6 you sell? Like if you sell 12, you get 2. Is it for every 6 you sell? If you sell 12, you get 2.
Yes.
For every 6 you sell. Okay.
Yes.
That's just for the equivalent. That would be
24. Now, if you do it in this very short time, we're saying 12 million naira sales.
Wow.
We'll make you a landlord.
Is it only Mr. Mapperson that understands what we are saying? I want to be sure that other people understand. Like, I want to be sure that people understand what we are saying. We're not speaking.
Okay. No, I want to be sure that people are hearing me. Please, if you're in the room and you can hear me, just help me type 1 in the chat. If you're in the room and you can hear me, please help me type 1 in the chat. Or type 1 into the chat. If you're in the room and you can hear me, please type 1. Because it seems like it's just Madam Sarah and Mr. Mapperson that can hear me. I want to be sure that everybody can hear me. Oh, welcome, Abdullah. Okay, Manuel can hear me. You're welcome.
My friend just came in live, so
Oh, you just
Okay.
invited him. Okay.
Thank you.
yep.
So if you can hear me, please type in 1. If you can hear me, please type in 1. If you can hear me, please type in the number 1. Type in the number 1. Mr. Mafferson, I think I want you to just give a short recap of the things that we have said will be accumulated.
Okay. So far we've been engaging with this beautiful couple here, and Mr. Gbenga also, and Mrs. Sarah. Basically, it has been the 4 of us talking.
Okay.
What we said so far has been that so we started with just a few question and answer, get to know ourselves, and how we joined the company. And so before we started the meeting, and we've been introducing the product to us. So we are talking about the project, the product for now. And actually the product is for 3 million naira. But for the purpose of this festive period on the Black Friday, that's quoting Mr. Gbenga now, that it is going for 2 million naira. And by the time the product, this promo will expire, is not known, depending on how maybe the sale went or goes, but it will be more than December this year for the promo to elapse. And also look at the incentives about the product. And we said that for every product you sell, there is 17% commission given to the agent or the realtor now, as it were. And also, that's not all. That also, any person who sell 2 million naira or bring the 2 million naira as an agent, as a realtor, also get health insurance or health cover, for himself up to 4 million naira for himself. That's just on the side. Also, we should look at that. It's a big to talk about the fact that he is looking at not just making money or not just selling products or selling land, but also to look at the welfare of the realtor himself, that also them too can be wealth creators. At the same time, they can also be part and parcel of what they are selling. So in having that in mind, that for every 6 product you sell, for every 6 plot you sell, you get 1 plot free for yourself. Wow. And that's wonderful. So for every 6, what that means that if you sell 12, you get 2. If you sell 16, if you sell 18, you get 3. So just for every 6 you sell, you get 1 plot. And that's the another one also is that for to make it fully understand what he's saying, that if you're able to bring in 10 million naira, you get 1.7 million naira. Really?
Just like that. Thank you very much.
Well done, McPherson. Fantastic one. Well done. Nice.
Thank you very much. All right, sir. So what more do we need to say about the Ekpe land?
Let me read out some of the things in the comments. Mr. Emmanuel said, I'm very excited with so many opportunities coming
from Citibuildings, City Realtors. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Emmanuel said, wow. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Chairman, Sam, what other things?
So also it doesn't end there. And so when a realtor partner makes up to 50 million naira cumulative sale, they will be enjoying an all expense paid trip to Ghana. And if they do 20 million, they would enjoy all expense paid trip to Zanzibar. And then if they do up to 25 million, they would go on an all expense paid trip to Dubai. And if they do up to 30 million, they would drive away with a Toyota Corolla. 40 million will give them Toyota Camry, and 50 million will give them
Hold on, sir. That's going very, very fast. Can we all hear this? Can we hear these bonuses?
Apart from the commission,
Apart from the commission, can we hear these bonuses?
Hello, sir. Mr. Gbenga, please.
Yes, I'm with you, my brother.
My ears itchy something. Does it have a time frame or just cumulatively over a period of the person being in the company?
From now till the end of December.
Okay, end of December. I thought
yes,
maybe just
from now to the end of December.
December. Okay.
Yes.
It's clarified now.
All right.
So we're saying for bringing in 15 million naira cumulative sales, you will still earn your 17%. You will still get your land.
Hello.
Okay, Mr.
Hello,
you-
Toko.
can I come?
Yes, ma'am.
If the person pays for the land, what is the person going to receive? Because allocation is not possible right now because of the way the place is.
Yes.
So what is going to happen for the owner to be sure that, yes, the person has gotten the place?
Okay, thank you very
What are
much.
you going to give to the person?
Okay, thank you, Madam Sarah, for that. So let me start from the allocation. Allocation will be first quarter of 2022 because we don't do allocation individually or to single people. So allocation is done in batches because there's a lot of work involved in that, logistics work, getting the lawyers, getting the surveyor. So there's a lot of work. So ideally, what we do is that we do allocation in batches. So allocation of will be first allocation will be first quarter 2022. That's number one. Number two, when somebody makes a purchase, okay, they will be given their receipt and invoice. They will be given a contract of sale. So that would will register that they have a contract with us and they have a land with us, and they will get their physical allocation, the physical allocation of the land in basically in batches. But the next allocation we're having is the first quarter of 2022. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions? So I was recapping that you'll get your 17%. If you do 6 plots, you'll get your own land. When you hit 15 million, it will be Ghana, 20 million Zanzibar, 25 million will be Dubai. By the time you hit 30 million, you'll be getting a brand new Tokumbo car. So we should go and do how much is brand new car? Are you with me? Please. Is this sounding sweet in somebody's ears?
Yes. So
Does it look like something you like to do?
of course, why not?
Imana said, I wish I can drag people's attention and pocket to this great opportunity Citibuildings is providing us. Baba God, give me sweet mouth.
Okay, let me guarantee you something. Selling property is not about having sweet mouth. Today we are focused on understanding the wealth code that is within this structure. So we're taking the time to break it down to help us understand it. But we've had meetings before now that we have actually trained on how to get the sales coming in.
Please, I want to be part of those meetings. I have missed a
We will
lot.
announce in the group. What I'll just tell is this. As at today, if you have clients that are really, really interested and you don't know how to talk to them, come to us. We will help you talk to them, get the sale, and all of your bonuses and everything will still accrue to you. How sweet is that?
Very sweet.
So if you have good leads and you think, okay, you might not be able to bring them to this blessing effectively by yourself, we will still gladly support you to make that happen. And we will still ensure that you get your 17%. When you get piece of that, you will still get everything that you're supposed to get, you will still get.
Mr. Toko, please, if someone does not have the complete 2 million to pay at once, is there a maximum or a minimum deposit and the time frame for payment?
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Toko, for that. Thank you, Mr. McPherson, for that too. So one can actually make their payment within a maximum of 3 months, or if they don't have all the money immediately, but they have to make at least 40% of the initial payment as initial deposit, and then spread the remaining within a period of maximum of 3 months.
Okay. All right. All right.
And all these benefits and bonuses will be valid.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yes, thank you.
So, sir, I think that's so much about the Ekpe land.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
we should.
And then, okay, so also a point to note for Ekpe, two things. Number one is that there is currently massive construction, road construction work leading towards Ekpe, such that the government is connecting Ekpe to the BRT lane or with the BRT lane. So from Eleko currently, the construction is going on towards Ekpe, and there is a BRT lane to and fro to Ekpe and back. And then when the government has finished with that, they will now commence with doing the road from Eleko to Aja that is already connected to VI.
Wow.
Yes. So when all this construction is done, going from VI to Ekpe will be under 1 hour.
Wow.
Because currently people stay in Ekpe and they come and work in VI.
Yes.
Yes, so there are actually some people that do that. They stay in Ekpe, in their own property in Ekpe, and they come and work in VI. So when this construction is done, it will just be a breeze. It will just be a breeze through. So and then Ekpe is also now connected to Ikorodu also. And eventually, when they do the Fort Milan Bridge, there will be a road network that will connect Ekpe to the Fort Milan Bridge, such that from Ekpe to Alausa Ikeja will be under 40 minutes.
Oh.
So this is a very, very good time to get your prospect to see the future of Ekpe.
Sir, has anybody seen the road network that is in Ekpe as at today? That express road, the quality of that road is telling to the future of that place. And investments.
I went there later that 2 weeks, and I was very impressed. The road there is nice, yeah.
So you can tell that the government is serious about moving serious investment that direction. So it is a no-brainer.
And please,
can we do Eleko in 5 minutes?
Can you guys this meeting? I hope it's recorded. Can you give it to some of us for marketing purposes, please?
Exactly. Yes.
I'll see to that.
Just reach out to us. We'll see what we can do.
We'll see to
All
that.
right. I would love to have it, sir.
We'll see to that. Okay, sir.
I also love to have it.
So long as you're on the group, just message the admin on the group and just let them know what you want. We'll see how we'll work it out.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, Mr. Tako, you say Eleko in 5 minutes?
Can we do that, sir?
All right. Okay. So now the City Buildings property at Eleko is called the City Ocean View Estate. Okay. It is sitting on the coastal road going towards Victoria Island. Now, you know how the head of a funnel is. The top of a funnel is wide and the bottom is narrow. That is how the geographical shape of Ibejuleki to Victoria Island is. Along the coastal road to Victoria Island is shorter than going on the Lekki-Ekpe Express Road now. Because from Eleko to VI now, along the Lekki-Ekpe Express Road, will take you more than 20 minutes. But along the coastal line, it takes from where City Buildings Estate is, City Ocean View Estate, it will take you about 20 minutes drive when the road is done to get to Victoria Island. That is number one. Number two.
Sir, before you go on, sir, let me add a bit to that.
Okay.
Because that information about coastal road is a big deal. Now, as of today, there's an express road running along Lekki-Ibejuleki, but there's a proposed road that is called the Coastal Road. That road, as of today, is still basically dust. It is in front of the ocean. That's why we call the property on Eleko Ocean View. In front of that ocean, there's the coastal. In front of the ocean, there's the coastal road, and then our estates. That road as of today is not yet it's on it's been commissioned for they should start construction next year, Abi. It's been commissioned.
has a contract to do the road, and then because it will be in his best interest, which is logistics and movement of people.
Sir, your audio is not clear, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So
better now.
I
We
was
didn't
saying
get-
that. Okay. Yeah, I was saying that Dangote have been contracted to do the road, and because I know that it also be in his own best interest in terms of logistics and moving his people back and forth the island, I'm sure that they will give good consideration to trying to commence it and finishing on time.
Please, sirs, let me tell us that once construction starts on that road, property value in that place will be going off the roof. Once they start construction, because as of today, a lot of people cannot see what is happening there. So we're bringing this opportunity to us when it is not yet obvious. So there's that coastal road there, not yet constructed, but it's a huge pot of honey that is waiting to be harvested. All right, you can go on, sir. I just wanted to point that out.
Okay, thank you. Now, well, I don't know how many people are familiar with a property called the Amen Estate. That's a property that currently on it, the last sale value of their plot of land was going for 22 million. 22 million inside Amen Estate. Now, Ocean View Estate is directly at the back of Amen Estate Phase 2, such that you can see the back of Amen Estate from our own Citibuildings Estate. That's number 2. Number 3, there is the railway construction coming from Badagry to CMS. I don't know if how many of you are familiar with that, remember that construction going on. So the railway construction coming from Badagry to CMS is also going to pass along the coastal line. So there's a lot of massive potential construction work for the coastal line. So this is also another viable location to encourage your prospects to consider and to key into. Not also forgetting that Ibejuleki currently houses major developments such as the Dangote Refinery, the Deep Sea Port, the Indomie Industries, Kellogg's Industries, and the Free Trade Zone projects. So there's a lot of massive interest at Ibejuleki.
All right. So, can you help us describe what that property, what the landscape of that property looks like at the moment? And
okay,
I promise.
Yeah. Yes. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's sitting on the coastal road, and it has a view of the ocean. It has a view of the ocean. So from the property, a walk to the ocean and have lovely ocean breeze blowing you. And in the future, instead of hiring event centers to do parties, one can actually go over to the ocean side, set up their tents and canopies, have a picnic, because being residents of our estate, they have access to the sea. They have access to the sea. I mean, no one is going to tell them to pay gate fees and all. So they'll be able to have picnics and parties if need be along the sea. I mean, along the coastal line there.
What sizes of properties do we have there, Sam?
Okay, we have 500 square meters selling for 5.5 million. Okay, but in the spirit of the festive season and Black Fridays promos going on, we are currently selling the 500 square meters for 3.875,000, 3,875,000. That's for the 500 square meters, and we also have 250 square meters selling for slightly over 2 million naira.
Awesome. Okay, what's the title on the property, Sam?
All right, you have a very valid gazette over the property. So a gazette is sort of like a global CFO, only that this one does not expire. A CFO expires in 99 years, but a gazette does not expire at all. So it's like a global CFO that does not expire.
Sorry, sir, did we all hear that?
Yes, sir, we can hear that, but I really want to say something about that gazette, especially on this city ocean. How valid is the gazette? Because I know about a lot of gazettes on that houses that I've done personal search on, and I'm so amazed about the results I got. So how valid is this gazette that we are talking about here?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Sarah. Now, City
it's not
Garden
Madam
is.
Sarah. It's not
No,
Madam.
it's not Sarah.
This is BB
okay.
Palace Property. Thank you for
All
joining
right,
us.
okay. Thank you for speaking over because it's Madam Sarah's voice that I've been hearing for a while. All right, thank you for the question and the comment. Okay, so City Buildings is a renowned real estate company. We have integrity and we have that to protect because this is naturally a public forum. If you see anything that is untrue, it's very easy for somebody to just shout foul, foul, foul. That is not correct. So City Ocean View Estate has a gazette. Now what we encourage our partner realtors and clients to come do is to just come over with their surveyor, okay, pick up any location coordinate on the property and go to Alausa to verify. It is that straightforward and simple. And then if they do that and they find anything contrary to that, they'll just come on the platform and say, no, you guys have not told us the truth. So we know what we are saying and we know what we are selling, and it's very, very bona fide and very, very valid.
Okay, sir. Does it mean that we can actually use the gazette number particular set?
Yes, you can. You can. You know, so but you know that it is us that have provided you this gazette number, okay, which you can go to Alausa and verify and confirm. But the best sure way is to get your surveyor, come to the site, pick his coordinates, and then chat it directly. So he's asking the government directly for the information. So, and to see whether it will tally with what we have provided. So, which we know that it shall tally. So, but you can give the so because let me explain now. This is the reason why. Now the gazette we have given you, okay, yes, it's a valid gazette, okay, but you want to be sure that it is a gazette covering that location, not that it's a gazette covering another location that is not even in that vicinity. So you want to be sure that our land is within this gazette volume. So that is why it's also good at your surveyor to know that this land is inside this gazette volume. That is the whole essence. But if not, I mean, you can go with the information, the data we're giving to you, that this land is inside this gazette and the gazette is valid with the Lagos State government.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Just to add a sentence to that, we've gone great lengths to verify that property, but because of the way property is, the best thing that can happen is that you also verify. That way, you are sure that our surety is sure.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So it's right on the dot of the time. We need to bring this to a close. But before we do that, are we allowed to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do Q&As?
Yeah, I have a question, sir.
All right, Sam. Please, sorry, before you start, please, is it okay that we extend this meeting by 5-10 minutes? It's supposed to be a 1-hour meeting. It's 9 o'clock already. Please let's know if that's all right. I think it's okay. You have the floor, sir, Mr. Maferson.
Okay, Mr. Gbenga, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Maferson.
Yeah, does the Ocean View estate
City Ocean View.